What's up guys, my name is Rohith, this is Aravind and this is Aaditya, and we're bringing to you the first ever Sportskeeda Indian Football Roundup. We're going to delve into the past few games in the ISL which restarted after the international break. We saw a 7-goal thriller, we saw a teen sensation missing out in one of the games, and we also saw a couple of referee blunders. But let's go dive right into the action and talk about the biggest game we saw, which was Chennai versus Northeast United. Adi, you were covering that game. What is that game like? 4-3, 7 goals?
It was a game where neither side wanted to defend, because a lot of the goals didn't come through like really good attacking play or anything of that sort. It was very elementary defensive errors. Obviously John Gregory changed a few things for Chennai with how badly they started, but once again they got off to a really good start, 2-0 up, then 3-1 up. So somewhere down the line, this is a side that last year conceded the second least number of goals. Bengaluru conceded the least and Chennai was second best defensively. So somewhere maybe they're feeling the absence of Enrique Sereno, but you can't take anything away from Bartholomew Ogbeche. It was a fantastic performance. He had only 3 sniffs at goal in the first half, and he had 3 goals. So I mean, it was a fantastic game for a neutral to watch. It was a lot of fun, but I think both coaches have problems in their respective defenses, because it was a little too easy for both attacks to score goals in that game.
So Chennai are the defending champions, but they're yet to get off the mark. They're right at the bottom of the table with 0 points, and you have to wonder what John Gregory has to do now. Okay, so we're doing this video before Chennai's 4th game, so you might see this tomorrow, but the problem is they need to get going because they're the only team on 0 points. And Pune City has at least a point. And their defense is all over the place. Eli Savia has come in. Nelson Alves is their new captain, but we've seen him get substituted off in the game. You don't generally see centre backs getting substituted, so he has to come off because of the foreigner rule as well. And when JJ also hasn't started the last game, so it remains to be seen whether he will start and start scoring goals for them. But yeah, Chennai need to really pull up their socks. But full credit to Ogbeche, as he said. He's come in. It's his debut season in the ISL, but he seems to be on a higher level compared to the other players. And he did not need any invitation. He was there in the box. Chennai did fail to clear the ball a couple of times, and he still managed to get the ball and score. He has a very calm head when he scores. He makes very good decisions in the box, and that's why you see Northeast doing so well, because of him getting all the goals. So now we're into every team has played about 2 to 3 games till now, and we're still seeing players coming into form. So Aravind, who do you think are the players who are right now coming into form as the season progresses?
Yeah, I would pick CK Vinith of Kerala Blasters and Manuel Lanzarote of ATK. CK Vinith, he scored a goal against Delhi Dynamos on his first appearance. So it was his first appearance, Kerala Blasters' 3rd match this season. And he had a couple of chances to score a second or give the lead to Kerala Blasters earlier, but it did not turn out that way. And then he was fouled by Preetham Kotal in the injury time of the second half, and Kerala Blasters did not get a penalty. So he's still getting into the groove. And Lanzarote, he was fantastic for FC Goa last year, and now he's come into ATK, and there have been questions whether he can perform the same way. But he also managed to score a goal in the last match. That was against Jamshedpur FC, and this goal was more of a goalkeeping error by Subhashish Roy Chaudhary, the second choice goalkeeper of Jamshedpur FC. And that is why I still feel he's getting into the groove, and we can expect a lot more from them in the coming matches.
Okay, for those of you who missed that game, Lanzarote scored what we call an Olympico, where you score directly from a corner kick. He curled that ball in so well that Subhashish Roy Chaudhary had absolutely no chance. He tried to tip it over the bar, but he ended up putting it back into his own net. And he did look a little embarrassed after that, based on his reaction. So that game was a game where you saw 2 goalkeeping errors, where Kidoncha first scored from a free kick, and Bhattacharya didn't exactly get down to make the save before this equalizer. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the best players of the week so far. Adi, who do you think was the best player or best players?
Okay, I'll do one best foreign player of the week and best Indian player of the week. Best foreigner I think has to be Ogbeche. He scored a hat-trick, brought his team back from 3-1 down. 2-0 down and then 3-1 down as captain to do that against, and it was a game that traditionally that Northeast do well against Chennai, but Northeast aren't traditionally a big team in the ISL. Chennai are. And to do that in Chennai was fantastic from Bartholomew Ogbeche. So I'd say that the best foreign player of the week was Ogbeche. And the best Indian player of the week, I'd say Sunil Chhetri. He's taken a little bit of stick, over the course of this small part at the start of the season, because he's not been at the Sunil Chhetri level that we know in both the opening BFC games and the India game in China. So for him to come back, he missed a couple of glorious chances before he scored, even in the game against Pune. But then he scored thrice in 2 minutes. He scored twice in 3 minutes. Twice in 3 minutes, and you cannot really complain about a performance after that. So I think for Chhetri to come back into that kind of form, and BFC needed to get back into winning ways, because it was a bad equalizer that they conceded against Jamshedpur. They needed to get back into winning ways, and it was ideal for them that their skipper stepped up as well. So best players of the week for me, Ogbeche and Chhetri.
Yeah, coming to Chhetri, so he was very upset when he missed scoring the winner against Jamshedpur at the Kantiwala just before the international break. He said that miss was going to haunt him, where he hit the post after Miku set him up with a brilliant through ball. So I think that's gone to his head, and he decided that he had to take this game by the scruff of the neck. And 2 goals in 2 minutes was amazing, and he almost got a hat-trick as well with a free kick in stoppage time, where Vishal Khet just managed to get his fingertips to it to hit it, to make sure it hits the post rather than the back of the net.
Yeah, and he also became the highest Indian goal scorer in the history of the ISL.
Yeah, there you go.
Despite missing a whole season of the ISL, he didn't play ISL once. So,
and 2
as usual,
Mumbai City FC. Yeah. So is it like goals counted for Bengaluru FC alone, or even Mumbai FC?
No, Mumbai City. I think he scored 7 in season 2, if I'm not wrong, and then what he's done for BFC in the last season a bit.
So yeah, Chhetri is also, I think, approaching 100 goals for Bengaluru FC. Has he hit 100 yet? I don't think so. I think he's just getting there. So it won't be long before you actually see a centurion in Bengaluru FC ranks. Okay, coming to the last section and the best of the week. Who was the best coach of the week? Do you want to take a crack at that?
I would say Steve Coppell of ATK. So right before, just after the international break, the build-up was such that ATK have had their worst start to the ISL season, worst start ever. So because they couldn't manage a win in 2 games, and then with just 1 victory against Delhi Dynamos, 2-1. All that turned around, and now it's Steve Coppell's best start to an ISL campaign. This is how everything changes in just 1 week, and that was the performance against Delhi Dynamos, a very attacking style of football that Steve Coppell is not known for. He plays a lot defensively and is known for getting so many goalless draws, whether it's for Jamshedpur FC, where he coached previously, or Kerala Blasters. So for him to come back and rescue ATK, that was great. And then they also had a 1-1 result against Jamshedpur FC. Yeah. So they conceded first, and then they had to come back and score an equalizer, which was the Manuel Lanzarote goal that we spoke about earlier. So yeah, for this week it's Steve Coppell.
So like you said, Steve Coppell is traditionally a very defensive coach, but he has inherited a very good squad of players, and ATK made a lot of good summer signings, bringing in Lanzarote, bringing in John Johnson. So they have a very good squad, and to not see them playing attacking football was kind of a letdown. But I think now they have gelled as a unit, and they are starting to get some results. And you might actually see ATK climb up the table in the next few from the next few fixtures. So.